SPORTS ekranlarına hoş geldiniz sevgili futbol severler. Bugün özel röportaj konuğumuz Trabzonspor Galatasaray derbisi öncesinde çok kısa bir süre bordo mavili formayı giymiş olmasına rağmen çok önemli bir iz bırakmış bir isim. Kimden bahsediyorum? Şu anda sizler de görüyorsunuz. Jaja'dan bahsediyorum. Oynadığı sürede tüm ülkede çok önemli bir iz bırakmış ve hemen hemen onunla oynayan ya da ona karşı oynayan bütün futbolcuların çok önemli bir yetenekti. Türkiye'ye gelmiş en iyi yabancı oyunculardan biriydi ifadesini kullandığı bir isim Jaja. Welcome Jaja. We are very happy to have you in our show. So thank you for accepting our offer to be a part of it.
Thank you so much. I am very happy for the invitation, and I hope I can come more. No problem.
Yeah, we heard that you're going to be here for the Derby game, right?
Yes, I come on Friday. The game on Saturday. So
Yeah.
I hope Trabzonspor win. Huh?
When is the last time you've been to Trabzon, Jaja?
Oh, a little bit longer when I play. We play the UEFA Champions League with Metalist against Trabzon. So I think 10 years or 12 years.
It's been a quite
Long
while.
time. So I miss too much the city. Yes.
I think the fans miss you so much too. So let's start with this. First of all, how has been life lately? How is the post-football life going so far?
Yes, it's okay, after the football, we cannot stopping. We always watch the games. We always follow. For the moment now, I live in Dubai. So, I have my another business here, my company of gold, my company of building. So this is my post-football life. But it's okay,
Yeah, of
I am a
course.
little bit fit. I think I can play next game, yeah?
Yes, I think you can. You really look very fit. By the way, how is the situation in Dubai? Because of the war, we know that Dubai is also one of the cities that was affected.
Yes, for the moment, it's like it's small trouble, but they always intercept the problem because Dubai is one of the safe countries in the world. So for the moment, everything's okay. The government give us a 100% safety. So it's okay for the moment, yes.
Yeah, I can see that from your face and from your energy too, to be honest. Okay,
Yes.
then.
Oh, and my family also is here, so it's okay
Good.
for the moment.
How long have you been living there? For how long? How many years?
For now, 4 years and a half, I'm here.
Oh, it's
Yes.
nice. It's a nice spot to
Yes.
be, I guess. Not nowadays.
Yes, it's very nice
but-
place. People welcome to come to visit Dubai. It's very nice. Yes.
Okay, then. Well, you have played in many different countries, many different cities around the world. And as someone who probably understands the meaning of a derby game better than most, what does a derby game mean to you? Is it more pressure or more motivation on player?
To be honest, for me, it's I don't want to put another players down, but for me, I feel very well, because when you have the derby, is the moment that you show which power you have, how big you are. So I always I train good on the week. I make everything what I have to do. So I always be fresh to play the derby because it's the most important game for the year, for the season. So you have to be fit, you have to be big concentration, and the team have to play together, This is most important. So the next is gonna come easy.
Okay, and as we just mentioned, Trabzonspor is going to play against Galatasaray this week. Actually, 2 derbies in a row will be played this weekend. A huge weekend, actually, in the third quarter of the season on the way to the title. And the matches between these two sides are always very exciting. First of all, do you follow Turkish Super League? Do you follow Trabzonspor? I want to start with this, and then I'm going to continue with the derby game.
Okay. Yes, like I tell you, we stop to play football, but the football never stop. So I follow some games, of course, more games from Brazilian Championship. But I saw some games also from Trabzon because I am very happy because the supporters never forget me, and I also never forget them. I also never forget the Trabzonspor. So I saw some games of Trabzonspor.
What do you think about the performance of Trabzonspor this year then? Fatih Tekke, the manager, and the players. Are there any specific players that you like to watch, or you can tell that, oh, this is a good player,
Yes, it's like I always say, the team have to be one group. If you are together, you have more power. So inside in the game, we're gonna see, who have more easy brains to finish the game, But I hope Trabzonspor finish. And of course, I think the director, the president, they make the best thing for the club. Like on my time, they always give us the good ambience, the good possibility to work. So after that, it's very easy, because you have everything. You just have to put on the field, You make already the training. Your brand is full easy. So after you have to play the game with freedom, freedom brand. And about the players, I saw sometimes, yes. So I saw some good players, And I think, like I say, they have to be together because the derby is very difficult. Like on my time when we play against Galatasaray, it's difficult games, But you know what is happening in the result, We always win.
Okay, let's go back to that time then. You beat Galatasaray twice in 2010-11 season. So what do you remember from those matches? Can you share some memories with us from those games, both at then called Avni Aker and, of course, Galatasaray stadiums? What do you remember the most?
No, football on Trabzon, I remember because it's like about the point. We are very close with Ferner, so it's a very important game. So we beat them home. And we are very happy. I remember very good the supporters, because they screamed from the first minute until the last minute. So this is very important for us. And about the second game, I remember they don't have the supporters. I think something, I don't know, some problem, don't have supporters. So we play like we can hear everything. So I remember one moment when I take the ball, I shoot, and I wait Burak pass. I give the
Yes.
pass to Burak, so we make 1-0. Yes, this is very nice, important, very nice moment.
Yes, it's one of the most unforgettable moments. I think all of the Trabzonspor
thank-
fans remember that time. This is what I really think.
Yes.
And again, if we
Thank-
go back to that time, Jaja, also you were pure talent, and also Yatara was a pure talent on the pitch. What was it like? I mean,
Yes.
how was your communication? Because when I remember those days, I was thinking that you guys had a talent of communicating without speaking on the pitch, and it was really very awesome to watch, to be honest. So, how would you describe those days with your communication with Yatara?
Yes, like I always say, we have good group on this moment. Yatara is one of the biggest talent in Trabzon. So it's honor to play with him, and have also another players, Burak, Serchuk, have Alanzinho. We have good players on this moment. And I am very happy. Of course, Yatara is one of the best. And it's easy, like I tell you, when you have good players, it's very easy to communicate, So you don't need to talk too much. You just have to put the ball inside
Yeah.
and play the game.
Once Burak Yılmaz was commenting about your performance and your talent, and he said that you were a talent money can't buy. So this is actually what all the players that's playing with you or against you was commenting about this. So you were a pure talent, and also, as you mentioned, there are some other very good players in the team. So what would you like to say about the talent topic, let's say? Is it a gift from the God, or you can have that talent by working hard?
Oh, what I think is like you have the both sides, sometimes you have players that they have the talent. Like me, I think God give me big talents. So it's like when I make the things, I make like natural, you know. It's like I don't need to training 100 times to make, you know. If I train 1, 2 times, I know what I have to do in the field. And also you have some players that they work hard, you know, they training hard. Also they can be football player and have big performance. But of course, it's more easy when you have talent, you know, because you just have to train a little bit and everything is gonna come, you know. So like on my time, I want to say thank you to Burak. Yes, I saw the interview, and it's like that, you know. It's he also is one big football player. On this time, I have the opportunity to play there, you know. So like we don't communicate too much when we it's speaking, but inside in the field we have good big talents, so we can fix the problems, you know.
Yes. Good times, right?
Very nice time, yes.
And who was the toughest opponent you faced in Turkey? You can name a team or a defender that was really challenging to face with.
I think in this moment the team, you know, like Fenerbahce, for the moment I think is the on the big derby, because we are fighting from the start until the end about the points, you know, for be the champion. But of course against Besiktas, against Galatasaray is always difficult game because it's derby. And also another team, you know, because what I tell to the people, I play in too many countries, but Turkey, it's one of the very difficult championship because they have good teams, even the teams who come from the second division until the team is in the top, you know. So for me, it's one of the biggest championship in the world.
Oh, yes. And can you name a player, do you remember, from your time, of course, the toughest defender maybe, the most challenging one?
I don't remember the defenders from another clubs, but I am 100% they remember me.
Okay. And by that time, which teammates were you closest to? Who did you enjoy playing with the most?
From Trabzonspor?
Yes.
Okay, I have, like I tell you, you know, Serchuk, Burak, Alanzinho, too many players, you know, because it's long time. The number 10 also, I forget his name, is very good player. He go to Holland. So we have big talent in this moment. Even the players don't go to the game. We have big talents, so it's
You mean
very
Coleman,
nice.
I guess, right?
Very nice moment. Huh?
You mean Coleman? Gustavo
Yes,
Coleman?
Coleman, but you know, Gustavo is like he play a little bit behind, you know, so it's the midfield, but we are always connection because he come up also. But you know, like Alanzinho, Burak, Coleman, you know, Serchuk, you know, because Serchuk also is very important. He always come to help us. And so it's very nice, you know.
Yes.
But all the players from Trabzon is very nice. Even the players who you don't start in there, when they come inside, they are good, you know. Engman, they are good players, yes.
Yes, and of course, your goal celebrations and kol bastı after wins. You remember those times?
Yes,
The kol bastı. How was that
many months.
experience? Who taught you to dance? And was it easy to learn?
You know, I am from Brazil, so Brazil,
Yeah.
we have Carnaval, so we born with the dance, you know. But I am not the very, very good performance, but I try my best, you know. But I think people like a little bit.
Yeah, of course, they liked a lot. You mentioned a little bit, and you said it was one of the toughest, but how do you consider your Super League period looking back to your career, Jaja?
On this, you know, like I tell you, I pass too many places, and of course, sometimes you are more happy, sometimes you are not happy, you know. But on this time on Trabzon, I have very nice performance. I'm very happy, you know. So they give me good time, you know, understand how is the game work in Turkey. They don't press me, you know. I remember when I arrived, they give me like 2, 3 games, you know, to stay in the
To adapt.
bench. So after I start the game, so on this time I already I understand how is Turkish league work. So after it's easy, you know, just have to training, and after training you put your performance on the field.
Yeah, and many football fans in Turkey first heard your name during the UEFA Cup first qualifying round tie between Metalist Kharkiv and Beşiktaş in the 2008 and 9 season. That incredible goal still comes to mind instantly, Jaja. 2 goals actually. What did Metalist's performance changed in your life? Let's ask this question.
Yes, you know, because when I come to Metalist, it's like they try to go to group, you know. On this time, you have to play 2 games before go to the group of UEFA. And they try already 2 or 3 years, I don't remember good, and they cannot go to the group. So on this time, we will win the first game. And after we play against Besiktas. So the first game we lose 1-0. And then after we play on Metalist, so the rest, you know, no, I score 2 goals, I give the passing, so we put them to the group. For them, it's like a very special moment, you know.
Yeah.
They don't forget, also me, I don't forget, because it's like a very special, you know. They are very happy, they try 2, 3 years and they cannot go inside. And after when I arrive, I can make them to go inside. So I feel very happy, I feel very grateful.
And after Ukraine, your journey brought you to Turkey. And let's start with your transfer to Trabzonspor. What did you feel when you received an offer from Turkey? When Trabzonspor came calling, what was your first reaction? And did you heard much about Turkey before that? Did you speak to any Brazilian players before arriving here?
On this time, I watch, of course, the Turkish sometimes. But what's happened is like the president, of course, of Metalist don't want let me go.
Of course. Who would want
But
to let you
everyone,
go?
yeah, everyone in this moment speak, oh, you have to go to the next level, you have to go to another championship, you know, to see your power, to see what you can do. And then together with my manager, we choose to go, no, first to go. So after we received the proposition of Trabzonspor, we check the club. We know it's one of the biggest club in Turkey. And when I received the offer, I'm very happy. And I just arrived on the day, I think they win the cup. So they come to take me, they fly to Ukraine. After we fly together to Turkey. And I am very happy they win also the cup on the first day I arrive.
Yeah. So, in world football, when you think of a tall player with an incredible left foot, Rivaldo is one of the first names that comes to mind. And since you share similar qualities, what are your opinions about Rivaldo?
Of course, you know, Rivaldo is first of all is a big player. You know, we cannot say what we're gonna say about Rivaldo. He's the champion of the world, one of the best players that time playing Barcelona. And when the people say, "Oh, you look like Rivaldo," you know, I am very happy. But you know, like Rivaldo, it's I think I have a little bit more power for the shooting, you know, and the rest is a little bit similar. But if I have something similar with Rivaldo, I am already happy, you know, because he's one of the biggest players in the world.
And let's talk about a little bit World Cup, because you're gonna play against Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland. So how do you see the chance of Brazil this year, and what are you thinking? What do you think about the players, and how far do you think Brazil can go this year?
You know, everybody know Brazilian is always the favorite. Even they have a little bit problem, but they have always big talent. So I hope they go until the final and win the final, you know. This is what everybody thinking, and it's normal for Brazil. But you know, this time in Brazil they have they change. I think on the bad moment on 2014, they put the like not the old players, but on this time they're a little bit older. They put them out and they leave only Neymar, you know. So after Neymar have to take alone the responsibility. Of course, not alone. They have another good players, but Neymar is last level, so he have to take the responsibility alone. But on this time, like we can have Ronaldinho, you know, we can have Kaká, we can have also Robinho. So on this time, they can share a little bit the responsibility. So it's gonna be more easy for Neymar, you know, and for the team, of course. But okay, they choose on this side. After Brazil start to come a little bit down, but we always have big talent. You see now, you know, big players always coming. So we hope Brazil go to the final and be the champion, 100%.
Who do you think are going to be the key players in the World Cup in Brazil? Can you name some?
Oh, I hope Neymar have to come 100%. So Neymar, Stevan, Hendrick, Vinicius Junior, Rafinha, you know, we have good team, you know.
Yes,
so
you have
let's
good
see.
And what about
Yes.
what about Turkey? We just qualified. We are more than happy because after 24 years, we are going to be a part of the World Cup. And we have a good team also. But I want to know your opinions about our team, our squad, and of course some performances, key player performances. What do you think?
Yes. I remember Turkey very good because when we play in 2002, when Brazil is champion, we have very difficult game against Turkey.
Yes.
If I don't mind, it's like 1-0. I think it's very difficult game. So Turkey always have big talent, you know. The time before I play there, of course, have good players. When I play there, I see too much good talents. So it's like I tell you know, Turkey cannot be long time without to go to the World Cup because they are big power of the football. So let's do something good. We put Brazil and Turkey in the final, you know. So, but I hope Brazil win. Yes.
Okay, let's see. And let's go back to your time to Trabzon because this is a question that must be asked to every foreign player that just comes to Turkey. Of course, I'm talking about Turkish cuisine and of course Black Sea cuisine. What is your favorite food dish in Turkey?
Food. I think the fish, you know, because in Trabzon they have too many fish, so I like too much fish from
Hamsi?
Trabzon. Yes. Yes, it's very nice. Yes. When I come now on the weekends, I hope I can eat.
Yes, I'm sure they will make you have a good dinner.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I think too. Okay, and also we know that the fans love and appreciate you and appreciated you, of course, a lot. And you mentioned that they are still showing their love towards you. What do you think made that connection so special? And how do they show their feelings nowadays?
You know, like you say, I'm always happy. I'm always grateful because they never forget me, and of course I never forget them. But like it's passing already 14 years, you know, and they always remember. They always put something on Instagram. They always say, "Oh, you are the big talent of Trabzon. We are very happy. We are very happy that you play here." So for me, you know, it's like you know, I know people from Ukraine, they like me too much, but I think on Trabzon they have a big love for me, you know, like I have big love for them, and I hope, you know, like 12 years I don't come. That's I don't know who is the responsible for that, but like I am very happy they invite me now for the weekend for the game, but they can invite me more, you know, to come in because I love the club, I love the supporters, you know, so I can be part of the club to help on something, you know. I don't know, talk with the players, you know, and stay there, you know, stay inside in the club because it's like they always say, I am a part of the club, and I feel I am the part of Trabzonspor. So I always want to be there, and I want to be together with them, you know.
Well, when we ask the former players on our programs to name their best lineup, Many of them include you in their teams. Were you aware of the strong impact you made at Trabzonspor in such a relatively short period, especially among your former teammates?
Yes, I see some interview, I see some players, how they talk, and I'm very happy, because of course when we playing, we don't check like what we doing, what's happening in the field. Only after the game we see. So after we saw that interview, I'm very happy because it's like we have big players in Turkey, and they play also with big players. So when they mention my name, I'm very happy. It's like it's unbelievable. We don't know what to say to them, but I just have to say thank you so much, and I hope they enjoy when I play.
Yes. And actually, I don't want to let you go without a prediction. So what is your prediction for Saturday night? Who do you think is going to win, and can you predict a score?
I think it's gonna be 2-1 Trabzonspor. It's okay.
Okay.
And who score is not the problem. Important we win is I gonna be very happy.
Okay. And
if they cannot score, I can come down and I score the goal then.
yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. And of course, do you want to share any message with the fans?
Sure. First of all, I want to say that thank you so much for everything, the love they have for me, and 100% the day I leave Trabzonspor, where I go, wherever I stay, I always gonna remember them, because it's always in my heart, and it's like it's one of the beautiful moments I live on my career, 100%. So I just want to say always thank you, because it's like 40 years, pass. They never forget me. I never forget them also 1 minute. I miss them too much, I miss them because I never see the supporter scream from the first minute until the last minute. So I just have to say then that thank you so much. And they always gonna be on my heart, 100%.
And I want to remind them that you're going to be at the stadium for Galatasaray Derby game, so they can show their love there while you are watching the game from the stands. Thank you so much for joining us, Jaja.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the invitation. I hope I come more time.
Yes, hopefully we will have more interviews like this in the future. Thank you. Hopefully see you in the game. Teşekkür ediyoruz. Jaja bugün konuğumuzdu. Gerçekten çok önemli bir figür Trabzonspor için. Çok kısa süre takımda oynamış olmasına rağmen bizimleydi bugün ve cumartesi günü maçta stadyumdaki yerini de alacak. Buradan Trabzonsporlulara bir kez daha duyuralım ve böylece noktalayalım efendim. Yeni bir özel röportajda görüşünceye dek hoşçakalın.